Good morning, boys and girls. I'm Mr. Bennett. I hope you're having a great summer. Today, I want to read to you a story by one of my favorite authors, Ezra Jack Keats. This is Whistle for Willie, and I have my friend here, Doggo. He's going to help me read the book. Okay, Whistle for Willie by Ezra Jack Keats. Oh, how Peter wished he could whistle. He saw a boy playing with his dog. Whenever the boy whistled, the dog ran straight to him. Peter tried and tried to whistle, but he couldn't. So instead, he began to turn himself around and around he whirled, faster and faster. When he stopped, everything turned down and up and up and down and around and around. Peter saw his dog Willie coming. Quick as a wink, he hid in an empty carton lying on the sidewalk. Wouldn't it be funny if I whistled, Peter thought. Willie would stop and look all around to see who it was. Peter tried again to whistle, but still he couldn't. So Willie just walked on. Peter got out of the carton and started home. On the way, he took some colored chalks out of his pocket and drew a long, long line. See that line? Right up to his door. He stood and tried to whistle again. He blew until his cheeks were tired, but nothing happened. He went into his house and put on his father's old hat to make himself feel more grown up. He looked into the mirror to practice whistling. Still no whistle. When his mother saw what he was doing, Peter pretended that he was his father. He said, "I've come home early today, dear. Is Peter here?" His mother answered, "Why, no, he's outside with Willie." "Well, I'll go out and look for them," Peter said. First, he walked along a crack in the sidewalk. Then he tried to run away from his shadow. He jumped off his shadow, but when he landed, they were together again. He came to the corner where the carton was, and who should he see but Willie? Look at Willie coming. Peter scrambled under the carton. He blew and blew and blew. Suddenly, out came a real whistle. Willie stopped and looked around to see who it was. "It's me!" Peter shouted and stood up. Willie raced straight to him. Peter ran home to show his mother and father what he could do. They loved Peter's whistling, and so did Willie. Peter's mother asked him and Willie to go on an errand to the grocery store. He whistled all the way there, and he whistled all the way home. The end. Doggo, did you like Whistle for Willie? I did too. Thank you, boys and girls. See you next time.
Thank you, Mr. Bennett, for that great rendition of Whistle for Willie by Ezra Jack Keats. Here's a few tips to help you enjoy reading books to your children. As you go along, you can talk with your child as you read. You can ask them questions like, what do you see on this page? You can ask them to predict what's going to happen next. You could say, tell me what you see happening in this picture. We can talk about shapes and colors in the illustrations. You can look at the faces and ask, how do you think this character is feeling? For example, when Willie realized he couldn't whistle, his face shows that he was feeling very sad. You can ask them how the story ended. And a great question is always, what was your favorite part of the story? Another fun thing to do with reading is to make a little craft to help them remember the story. A very simple craft I'm going to show you today is how to make a little dog out of a piece of paper. All you need is a square and a marker or crayons. This is also good because it teaches shapes and following directions. So, first you get your square, and then you're going to make it into a triangle. So you're going to fold it in half so it looks like a triangle. And you're going to put the point of the triangle down. Then we're going to make some ears. We're going to fold this into another triangle. One on this side, that's one ear. And one on this side, that's the other ear. Then you're going to fold up the bottom and make his nose. The way we give our dog some personality is we're going to color it. I'm going to make some eyes. And I'm going to draw his nose. You could put spots on his ears. Make it a Dalmatian. Now I have my own little puppy that I can whistle for. You could use any color paper you want. Your child can color the dog any way they like. But that's a very simple thing. Just had a few steps. You can create your own little pet. I hope you enjoyed Whistle for Willie and our ideas for fun reading with your child. Have a great day. Bye.
Call